The story: The Greedy Man. In a faraway village, there lived a man named Hassan, who was known for his extreme greed. Hassan was very wealthy, owning large lands and plenty of gold, but he was never generous with anyone, not even with his own family. He saved everything for himself, fearing to spend even a little, not even on his basic needs. One day, Hassan decided to bury a chest full of gold in his garden, terrified that someone might steal it. Every night, he would go to the garden to make sure his treasure was still there. Each time he found it safe, he felt satisfied knowing he hadn't spent a single coin. One night, a thief who had been watching him saw where he buried the chest. As soon as Hassan left, the thief dug up the chest and took all the gold. The next day, Hassan went to check on his treasure as usual, but he found an empty hole. He was devastated and began to cry and shout. Hearing his cries, the villagers gathered around to ask what had happened. Hassan explained how he had lost his entire fortune. A wise neighbor looked at him and said, "Why are you so sad? You never used the gold or shared it with anyone. You could have buried a rock instead and it would have made no difference. Maybe this is a lesson for you. Wealth has value when it is used and shared with others, not when it's buried away." Hassan learned a hard lesson that day. From then on, he became more generous. He started helping his neighbors and providing for his family, finding that it brought him much more happiness than hoarding money ever did. Moral of the story: wealth has little worth if it is not used for good or shared with others. True happiness comes from giving, while greed only leads to fear and loneliness.